A single breath can change everything. Listen closely. There is a current beneath the ordinary day that waits for gentle attention. In the next 7 minutes, this practice will widen presence, raise inner vibration, and invite immediate shifts in daily reality. Learn to anchor attention like a compass, calibrate intention with intention's physics, and habitually return to expanded awareness. Expect quiet clarity, small but decisive reality shifts, and a tangible sense of being more than a thinker. Breathe in now and settle into the opening invitation as we begin. Imagine small adjustments that ripple outward. In these 7 minutes, patterns of autopilot can loosen. Memories of stress can unhook. A new posture toward possibility becomes accessible. Instead of chasing solutions, the field that contains possibility is invited to rearrange itself. This practice clarifies intention, tunes to a higher vibrational pitch, and strengthens the capacity to notice subtle guidance. Each moment of attention acts like a tuning fork, setting off sympathetic realignments. Hold that image lightly and let it steady as we explore simple metaphors to guide practical steps. The structure is simple: centering breath, a 3-part awareness scan, an intention activation, and a closing reintegration, all timed to fit within 7 minutes. Each segment shapes a different quality: settling, sensing, aligning, and releasing into possibility. There will be grounded cues, posture, breath, subtle movement, paired with inner language that shifts frequency without effort. This is practical ritual, not ritual as performance. Keep hands relaxed, spine open, and curiosity lit. Let the method be a vessel rather than a chore as we move into the foundation work. Approach this like an experiment. Notice what shifts after 1 practice, then after 7, and then after 30. The quantum aspect is not mystical fluff. It is an approach to attention and measurement. Observation collapses possibilities into experience. Gentle, consistent observation invites new possibilities to become habitual. There will be no pressure to manifest miracles on day 1. Instead, commit to curiosity. Note small alignments, a helpful coincidence, calmer breath, a clearer choice, and treat each as data. Keep that openness and step into the first guided centering now. Begin by settling the body. A neutral spine, relaxed shoulders, a soft gaze, or closed eyelids are the frame that allows the inner field to open. Slightly lift the chest, as if offering space to breath. Place palms gently where they feel right. Posture signals the nervous system that attention has shifted from doing to receiving. That simple alignment changes how the whole system responds. Feel the weight of the body grounded while the upper field widens toward the sky. Let the breath follow this alignment as we start the centering cycle. Move attention like moving sunlight across a room, first to the breath, then to sensations, then to ambient sense of presence. Spend about 60 to 90 seconds on each. Notice the coolness of inhale, the subtle tensions in muscles, then feel the larger field that contains thoughts without getting entangled. The third layer, field awareness, is the quantum receptive mode. It dissolves identification with individual thoughts and invites coherence across mind, body, and field. Hold each layer with curiosity rather than force, letting noticing be the practice itself. Breath sets frequency. Use a 4-6-8 cycle. Inhale 4, hold 6, exhale 8, or whatever ratio fits these lungs right now. The slight hold lengthens awareness without strain. The extended exhale signals safety. This breath lowers amygdala reactivity and reveals subtle information normally masked by stress. Imagine each exhale carrying small resistances away while each inhale draws luminous calm. Let breath be both anchor and bridge to the field as the practice deepens into intention activation. Choose a small physical anchor, the soles of the feet, a fingertip, a weighted sensation at the belly. Attention to this point stabilizes the nervous system and offers a tactile reference when thoughts pull away. In quantum terms, anchoring reduces decoherence. It keeps the observer steady, clarifying how choices collapse possibilities. This grounding isn't escape, it's the reliable base from which subtle expansion can safely arise. Keep the anchor available as we move into the activation rituals of intention and resonance. State intention as a gentle orientation rather than a command. Instead of demanding an outcome, frame it as an invitation. This energy is welcome here, or I align with clarity and constructive movement. The language matters because thoughts are measurements. Crisp, charged statements send coherent signals into the field. Keep the intention concise and emotionally resonant. Add one sensory detail if it helps: a color, a feeling, a simple image. Let the intention rest like a pebble dropped into water, watching the rings form rather than pushing them. Use short visual cues. See a door opening, a phone ringing with helpful news, a calm conversation unfolding. The brain prefers concrete sensory images over abstract desires. Visualize only what aligns with highest well-being and ethical intention. Clarity sharpens quantum possibilities. Hold the image for a breath or two, then let it go. The release is as important as the focus. This micro-visualization programs the nervous system to notice opportunities and subtly redirects attention toward helpful paths. Relax the image and let the field respond. Emotions are frequency. Shift toward one aligned feeling, gratitude, curiosity, calm, and let it color the intention. Gratitude, in particular, amplifies receptivity. It acts like a coherent carrier wave that supports manifestation without grasping. If strong emotions arise, acknowledge them without judgment and welcome their information. The aim is not to fake a state, but to choose a resonant tone that best supports the intended outcome. Allow that tone to vibrate through the chest and throat, then relax as it settles into the field. End the ritual with one tiny aligned action. Send a brief message, clear a spot on the desk, stand and stretch, or jot a single intention line. This anchors the field into action and signals readiness. Quantum shifts often require a small macroscopic nudge, a practical step that coheres potential into movement. That tiny action doesn't need to be perfect. Its purpose is to bridge inner alignment and outer reality. Let that motion be natural. Allow momentum to follow as the field begins its quiet rearrangement. Here is where wonder meets evidence. In modern physics, observation influences outcomes. That principle translates into attention-based practices. The mind's observation nudges probabilities toward embodiment. This isn't magic. It's a consistent correlation between measured attention and outcome. The interior practice trains the observer to be steady and coherent, so that observation becomes a tool for constructive collapse. Respect that power, and avoid using it from scarcity. Ethical alignment amplifies sustainable, beneficial shifts. Keep this perspective as we surface the emotional, aha now. Intentions, especially when practiced collectively or repeatedly, create patterns that entangle with circumstance. Think of intention like a tuning fork placed near similar forks across the room. Sympathetic resonance eventually causes them to ring. The nervous system, behavior, and external opportunities begin to resonate together. This is why community practices and small daily rituals are powerful. They build constructive coherence. Each practice need not be perfect. Repetition and emotional clarity weave the entanglement of favorable conditions. Let that understanding expand the sense of responsibility and possibility. Decoherence is the process where fragile quantum possibilities become definite outcomes under measurement and environmental interaction. In practical terms, too much noise, chronic stress, disorganized attention, reactive habits prevents subtle shifts from stabilizing. The ritual reduces decoherence by creating a repeated measurement that favors helpful realities. This is why a short, consistent practice can be more potent than rare intensity. Let this idea lower the bar to action. Aim for daily tiny calibrations rather than sporadic extremes, and watch how coherence increases. The awe moment often comes quietly. A conversation shifts tone, a problem solves itself, a needed meeting appears. That is the field responding to a well-tuned observer. The key is not to chase miracles, but to cultivate conditions that invite them. Notice small alignments and document them. Pattern recognition reinforces practice. This is the convergence of science and spirit, measurable change produced by disciplined attention and aligned action. Hold that synthesis and let it inform the way the ritual will be returned to daily life. As the 7 minutes close, allow the inner field to fold gently back into daily rhythm. Bring attention to the anchor point, the soles, the belly, the fingertips, and note any shifts, however subtle. Keep the breath steady and let the intention linger like a scent. The point of the ritual is not separation from life, but enhancement of it. This practice is a calibration that blends inner clarity with outer action. Carry that tone into the next hour with lightness and curiosity as a natural follow-through. After each practice, jot one line of evidence, a helpful coincidence, a clearer choice, an eased tension. Over days, these notes chart a pattern distinct from confirmation bias, tangible shifts in behavior and circumstance that correlate with attention. Treat the notebook as a friendly lab log, not a pressure-filled checklist. Over time, the accumulated evidence reinforces motivation and refines the approach. Let the pen be a partner in noticing as daily life becomes the fieldwork for deeper transformation. If curiosity grows into a desire for more, scale with care. Add a single extra minute, a short evening reflection, or a weekly group practice. Avoid constant intensity spikes. Coherence benefits from steady, manageable rhythms. Remember the central insight: small, consistent attention alters probability more reliably than rare, intense pushes. Keep simplicity as the highest value, and let expansion be gentle. This approach preserves joy and sustains the field without creating new tensions or obligations. Pause and feel the cumulative effect of these minutes. There is a capacity present to shape inner state and invite outer change through steady, embodied attention. The true power lies in integrity, ethical intention, consistent observation, and aligned action. Commit to the 7-minute laboratory for a week and notice how options shift. Remember that reality is not an immovable object but a responsive field. Carry this sense forward into choice and conversation, and let small shifts become the architecture of a more awakened life. Now, prepare to close with a concise summary and an invitation to continue this journey. Summary: a 7-minute daily ritual can widen presence, refine intention, reduce decoherence, and invite measurable shifts in everyday life. Practice elements include posture, a 3-part awareness scan, breath coding, a brief sensory intention, emotional calibration, and one small aligned action. Invitation: begin today, track small evidence, and return to this sequence each morning or midday as a stabilizing routine. Share experiences in the comments, and if resonance is strong, subscribe for longer guided sessions and community practices. Begin with one breath and step into the experiment now.